So hippopotamuses are actually scary. Well, wild ones
Oh,
specifically.
well, now I didn't used to be scared of them. I wanted what is that? The hippopotamus for Christmas. But
Yeah,
now that I've
that
heard all your
song.
crazy stuff,
Well, I mean, like,
thank
again,
you.
wild ones are scary. I'm pretty sure ones in captivity don't have that strong of an instinct. But again, you
Yeah,
never
I'm
know.
pretty sure they still have that tone on them, so they're still pretty freaking scary.
No, yeah, I remember like how those zoos that would show like videos of them feeding, they've literally thrown fucking watermelons, cantaloupes, pumpkins in their mouths, and they're crushed within 2 bites.
Yeah.
And I think again, I will still like the whole like, oh, they're not fast on land. They're gonna be slow because of their mass and everything. Finds out, nope, they actually outrun a fucking zebra and human. It's like, fuck. It's a good thing they haven't. In my head, it's a good thing they didn't evolve into the main
But
top species yet.
Gloria, but Gloria's so
And
adorable.
she threatens to hurt all the other animals, and they're fucking scared of her. Now we know why.
Hee 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 hee. Oh
But it
yeah.
also explains again like why she has a good relationship with Melman. Like I said, like they protect the giraffes whenever they go to water because that's their most vulnerable time because they have to bed down their neck, which is very vulnerable for them. If that's hurt and injured in any way, the giraffe is doomed to die. And because they're
Huh.
they're so close and low to the ground, they can't really get that much plants and stuff like that to eat. So the giraffe gives them the plants. So it's a very good relationship that they have. So it explains why Melman and her end up falling in love like that.
So that means they do their research, right? Like
Wow.
yeah, I mean that to me it's like dang,
I didn't
they
even
do their
make that
research.
connection. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, yeah, I remember when I heard that, I was like, is that true? Again, looked up and said, yes, and we just found, like, yeah, giraffes are one of the few animals that they will not attack.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So every time I remember someone said like so like literally like the king of the savannah or jungle isn't a lion or a tiger, it's the hippo. Like that makes sense.
But
You get into their territory, you're fucked.
but hey, marketing. Marketing. I mean, it's gonna sound weird, but think about it. Like what is more pleasing to the eye?
Yeah.
Which animal is more like looks the part, you know? Dang.
Well, I mean yes, I understand that, but if you have to think about it again, like that is just like it makes sense because like they look innocent and cute and like you think oh you probably think oh that's the safest place to be with but it's like no the minute you go into their territory and they see you and they deem that they don't want you there they're gonna chase you and kill you.
I mean, because yeah, they don't really look scary. I
They don't
mean,
look that threatening,
I'm
yeah.
pretty, up close, yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't want to go up and pet one, but between that and a lion, my instinct would be like, go over here, but no. The lion's like, bitch, don't go over there.
Even the lion say, "No, come this way. Over there,
Yeah.
it's dangerous."
Oh my gosh. Anyways, you guys, hello, and welcome. Everything here is done for entertainment purposes only, and opinions are ours and ours alone. This is season 1, episode 1 of the sitcom effect. Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Yep, we had the longest pilot ever. Like in history
We
I
sure
think.
did.
We
Yeah.
were practicing, all right.
Yes, we
Trial and
were. Oh my gosh. Very much error. No, just kidding.
error.
No, no, no. But okay, so we're here. We're here to talk about a show called Broad City, and this was we decided on the show, but it was recommended to us by a friend of Noodles. And let me just tell you, the show is very on brand to her. I could see it. Anyways, but let me tell you a little bit of Broad City before we jump into our discussion today. So, Broad City ran from 2014 to 2019. And the synopsis of this, it's a buddy comedy sitcom, stoner comedy slash comedy. Broad City follows two women throughout their daily lives in New York City, making the smallest and mundane events hysterical and disturbing to watch all at the same time. And I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more with that.
I agree, yeah.
But the stars, which is Ilana and Abby, they are actually the creators and the writers.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know.
they're the
That's pretty
creators.
cool.
Yeah,
Makes a lot of sense.
yes,
That's
I
like
was,
spoke more to us.
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, you guys, so I don't know how you guys want to start this off, but this show is a train ride.
It is.
Oh,
It is a roller coaster ride. It is a train ride to like, I don't know. It is crazy. It was not at all what I was expecting, but I will say it did take me a little bit to kind of warm up to it. I think like the first two episodes, still like my mind was in this new show because we have been watching so many others. But man, it got wild. What were your guys' I guess thoughts? What did you think going in? Thought it was gonna be.
I thought when you guys first told me this, I thought honestly this would be kind of boring, a bit like again, the whole sitcom thing. But I did think like, oh, like it's gonna be like full of bit of drama, a bit of laughter, a bit of like, okay, you kind of know like how like Friends and there was it
Like
the way we
that's what you
played
thought?
a little bit. I thought it was gonna be like that, but it was definitely nothing like that. So I'm kind of very happy that okay, this is different. This is out of our usual scope of this. I like it. Every single episode was not how I thought it was gonna be.
What about you, Noodles?
yeah. Well, since my friend recommended it, she kind of gave me a little summary of what it was about these two friends that kind of go into these weird situations and how they get high and all that. So I already kind of had an idea. I didn't know the amount of crazy that went into it, but I
Don't
loved
lie.
it.
Even if you knew, you
It
would have
was.
told us.
Oh no, if I would have known, I still wouldn't have told you guys nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have told us. You would have just been like, just watch it.
No, yeah, I just didn't know. It was awesome. Like I loved it. I agree that it's very on brand for her. 10 out of 10 would recommend to watch.
I mean, it's crazy, right? Because you're right. Like, I heard even, because I read what it was about before we started watching it. And I was like, okay, I felt like going in, I wasn't expecting much. I was kind of like, okay, it's a buddy. I mean, it is a buddy show.
Hmm.
It's just your unconventional buddy show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, in going into this, I didn't think it was going to be as good and as outrageous as it was. So I was pleasantly surprised with that. I was looking here. I don't have a lot of notes because honestly, I sat back and I just started watching them and then but the first note that I have here for me, it's edgy and uncomfortable situations.
Obviously not too realistic on a lot of stuff. Because first of all,
Yeah.
Ilana, the way she is at work, I can help but think
Hmm.
like she would have been fired. Like
Oh
even
yeah,
her
definitely.
friend, Abby says like you need to be fired immediately. She's like, yeah, I know, but it's like, why
It
hasn't
doesn't
she?
happen. Yeah.
She talks back badly to her boss. She sleeps on the job. She leaves in the middle of work. She has over an hour lunch, and to me, it's just like, how is she still employed right there? You know,
Hmm.
I get it. It's part of the show and everything, and that does make it part of it a little funny. But
Hmm.
again, like in real life, she would have been fired.
Yeah, it's not a very realistic show in that case either. You're
Mm-hmm.
right.
I think that was like one of the first things that I had brought up too was they have jobs, but apparently isn't enough for them to do anything else besides, I guess, pay rent. But even
Hmm.
then, and then they like the first episode I think was them taking odd jobs so they can get enough money to go to a concert. I think it was.
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, that's right.
I'm just like even the work that they do, I don't think it would be enough for the places that they show that they live in.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and Abby's roommate's boyfriend. I
Oh
kept
yeah.
thinking, why
Yes.
the hell is he there? He's so uncomfortable. Like, oh my god,
Wait, so
no.
yeah, because Lana, this is another thing. Like that doesn't make sense. Yes, you're right. Like in the show, so Lana and Abby are friends,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they were friends since high school, I
I
think.
believe so. Yeah.
I believe
Okay.
so, yeah.
And then, but so they each like live in different places. And Abby has a roommate, but we never see the roommate. We only see the
Mm-hmm.
roommate's boyfriend. And then Lana, she lives on her own, I guess, but she's kind of like in an open relationship with this guy who's a dentist who is like, I love him. I'm thinking like, girl, what are you doing? You're
Yeah.
stupid.
No, yeah, he's
But
very sweet.
yeah, and like you said, like their jobs, because I think Abby works as I guess she's like a janitor at a gym,
Yeah.
and
Though she's trying to become
then
a trainer.
yeah, And
That one.
then Lana works, I don't even know what she does in an office.
From what I
Yeah.
saw, it says like deals. I'm thinking she's a person who helps like make like the coupons or like deals. Or like, oh, you can save like 30 or 20% on this. Like
Hmm.
that's what I'm thinking it is. Like that's how it sounds like to
Yeah.
me.
Because it's just like in an office, but I don't know, it's weird. So
Hmm.
that's the premise of the show. And yeah, it's basically what it says, right? Like they go around. You're right, I forgot about that aspect that I mean, obviously they get high, so it is a stoner comedy, I guess. And then just things that because I think Abby wants to be an artist, right? So there's that episode where she
Oh
is
yeah, she has
gonna
a.
she
I
makes
remember.
it look like she has an opening like in a show and it's just like they just put art up in a vegan sandwich shop. But it's the journey, right? It's not the
Mm-hmm.
destination. I guess that's the whole thing about the show.
Yeah.
And as the show progresses, you're seeing, because I didn't catch on, and of course Noodles did right away, but I didn't, that Lana is totally in love with Abby.
She's
Like
obsessed
totally
with
in love.
her.
Yes, obsessed. Obsessed with her.
Yeah, I
And
was kind of catching that, but I thought it was because like they were just very close friends. Okay, so I sort of did, but not really.
yeah. No, I wouldn't have caught that unless Noodles.
I
Yeah. Go on,
I
Noodles.
I caught it so fast, but me, I was like, you know what? No, like it's just they're close friends, whatever. But what sealed the deal was there was the episode of them trying to get to a friend's wedding,
Yeah,
and
that
just
one.
the whole vibe there, I was just, oh no, like that's it. That confirms it.
I love that part when, because I guess it was four friends, right? So the
Yeah.
friend that's gonna get married, I don't know, somewhere, I don't remember where.
Hmm.
And then it's them, it's Abby, Lana, and then there's another third girl. And again, I don't remember her name. But
Hmm.
and then they start talking, throughout the show, and they start, because they're going through so much stuff, it's so much trouble getting to the actual wedding. And in one other part, they're saying, like, oh, that it comes out that Abby and the girl that's going to get married, that they had kissed, right? Or something like that. They had kissed.
Yeah.
And it points to Lana like, no, like having a meltdown. And it's funny because even Abby and the other friend are kind of like, oh shit, because it's like they know. And then Ilana is like, oh my God, you promised that if you were ever going to explore, it was going to be with me. And Abby's like, no, we never said that. She's like, it was implied.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, in that episode, I was like, okay, yeah, Noodles is right.
I saw it and I was just like, ah, I see. I mean, the first episode was literally her Skyping her.
Oh my God, you're
Oh yeah, in the
right.
middle of
If you really
sex.
think
That
about
was very awkward. And the fact that she started talking to him like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm on this non-bread diet, and I feel good." It's like, damn.
Yeah, so it's not like a first time thing either.
yeah.
That is so, oh my gosh. Anyway, so I mean, you're right. Like, there are a lot of very uncomfortable situations that happen and gross things too, like the handyman
Oh
when they
my
got,
God,
Yeah.
no,
uh,
yes. Don't get me
uh,
wrong. I think it was smart that they chose not to reveal their real partner. But it's like, what if that was like another girl with her roommate, and
yeah.
like that was so kind of bad. But oh my God, the way he got maced, like you deserved it. And the way that he was
Uh,
saying about keyholes, I was like, oh my God,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
How,
That was so gross.
that was so cringy. And in this show, they have a lot of characters like that.
Yeah. I'm
There's,
like, there was the one where they had to go clean that guy's apartment.
Oh, in
oh
their
my
underwear.
In
God.
their underwear. Yeah.
And he didn't even pay them.
Yeah, I thought
That's
like he
the
was
worst
like
thing.
crazy or something.
Yeah. Because he was a baby. Oh my God. What about the creepy DJs, you guys? There's that episode.
Oh
I
yeah.
was surprised though that guy was in
God.
there.
Oh, who is that guy? I kept telling Noodles, those guys look familiar. I just could not think from where.
I know he's a comedian, and he also did a voice acting in Big Mouth. He's Jay,
Of
Oh,
course
I
he is.
forgot about that.
and he
Of
also
course he is.
comes out in 911 Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
they
where
look
I
so
remember him from.
familiar.
Yeah, like he's funny. I was very surprised when I saw him. I was like, oh my god, he's in there. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So, yeah, in that episode, right, they're going out to this club. And again, Ilana is making a big deal of, oh my God, because she says one of my favorite lines, and I think I'm going to butcher it. When she's saying, like, yeah, she makes a comment about her ass. Do you guys remember that? Abbi?
Oh
Lana makes,
yeah.
but it's like so funny. Anyways, Lana meets these two DJs, and these guys are like, oh yeah, like, and they end up going to their place, but the whole time, like, these guys are really wanting to force them. But they force it. They're trying to force it, kind of like, oh no, it's an accident. Like the first time they're all making out up in the rooftop, but the girls didn't know that they were there, and then they'd bump into each other. And then the second time, it was in the in the
In the
shower.
shower.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah, that was very creepy.
That was so super
Again, like
creepy.
the whole like weird like a male privilege, like oh they felt comfortable enough to do that.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, going into, I think one of the reasons that is so uncomfortable, because a lot of the things that they talk about, that's not the usual, right?
Mhm.
For these kind of shows, especially with women. That it's usual if it would be two men. I could totally see it with two men and,
yeah.
people not even batting an eye. But I think the fact that it's two young women and going through a lot of the situations that not a lot of people talk about. For example, that episode where she basically pees out a condom. And it's like,
Oh
what
yeah.
now? I honestly don't think that that's realistic. I don't know.
Actually, something that does happen.
Okay, so there you go. I was gonna say, but I have heard of other things, feminine hygiene products that have gotten stuck there, and for
Mhm.
weeks and weeks. So yeah, so and again, these are things that you don't really normally see on a sitcom. So I love that. I feel they were definitely breaking the mold on this. It makes me sad that I didn't see the show when it was airing.
I wish I would have seen it when it came out, but I
Hmm.
didn't know about it. But now that I'm watching it, I agree. I love, like, it's so uncomfortable, but it's so funny to me. I want to continue watching it. I don't know about you ladies, but
Oh yeah, me too.
I would
I'm gonna
too, like
continue.
honestly, cause like you said, like, it is very comfortable, cause like again, like I said, in sitcoms, whether it's a TV show, movie, anything, they try to like so hard to scrub that out and make it
hmm
seem like oh, like I guess like the weird thing, like oh, women if they go through it, it's a hush hush thing, you know?
yeah,
Hmm.
And
exactly.
reality, it's like it really shouldn't be, cause yes, it is sometimes a bit uncomfortable, obviously, but it's an everyday thing that women go through, cause it just happens. There's
hmm
no shame in it. Or at least there shouldn't really be shame into it.
Right. Yeah, and I think I mean, and it went for 5 seasons.
hmm
So it's not like, I mean, it was popular. I guess because for it to have gone for 5 seasons, like that's really good, you know?
Mhm.
I think just what Mom said, just because it wasn't two guys going through whatever it is that they go through,
Hmm.
that's what makes it uncomfortable. But I love it because it's touching on things that you don't really talk about. You find out
Yeah.
about it later in life, hopefully not by experience, but
Mhm.
you know. So I think this is awesome that they're doing that they broke that mold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's still very uncomfortable to watch because I think it hits a little too close to home sometimes. Like, of course, it's played up more, but it's relatable.
I was just looking here through my notes and oh my gosh. That episode with the where she goes apartment hunting because she walks in and finds the her roommate's boyfriend like
Oh, about
Yes.
to like masturbate. Yeah, that was
yeah.
like, and I agree with her what she said. Like in the communal area too. Like he could have gone
Yeah.
into the bedroom, especially since like like she's not even there as far as I know concerned, like, and take care of his business there.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for hearing noises. My 2 dogs decided to play.
Yeah, I'm glad you specified that because I was like, man, is my stomach growling? I'm so hungry right now. No, but oh my God. So that again, very uncomfortable things. Like, oh my God. I think if you don't have a good relationship with your parents, definitely don't watch this with your parents or any adult, like
Yeah.
your aunts or an adult person that you. Yeah, this is not a show to watch under those circumstances. And this is a show that you definitely would like to watch while you're high as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Every time it got crazy, I was like, "Oh my God, it's not gonna get any worse." And then it gets a little bit worse, and I'm just, "Oh God, okay, this is it." And then no, it continues, and I'm just, "Oh my God."
Yeah,
It just
that
keeps
last,
escalating. It was
oh
so
my God,
funny.
that season finale, oh my God. Oh my God. I was like horrified, but at the same time, it's kind of like, oh my God, because the last episode of the first season, right? It's Abby's birthday, and Alana and her are going to celebrate her birthday at this like seafood restaurant, but it's like a very fancy restaurant. And they get there, and when they start eating, Lana start like because she's allergic to shellfish, I guess.
Yeah.
And but she hadn't told Abby, and so this whole like little by little she's getting worse and worse. And Abby is like, "Why didn't you tell me it was this bad?" Like, but the whole Lana's kind of like the way I saw it. She's like, it didn't matter. Like she was willing to go through that being uncomfortable to the point to almost dying, but she wanted to give, I mean, Abby a good birthday. Like, and but it was so funny. But that's the message I got out of it for me. That last episode was, oh, okay, like their love for each other because even Abby too, even Abby too when because she goes to stab her with the EpiPen and she ends up stabbing herself.
It's because she
And
was high. Like they had literally just came back from a smoke break.
and so she ends up stabbing herself and she gets like this strength and she ends up carrying
Just gets
um
adrenaline.
Lana. Yeah, she has all this adrenaline. And so I thought that too, like she loves, like I don't know, I do want to continue watching because I want to see how their relationship is going to progress. I don't know if
Yes.
Abby feels the same love. Like I feel like she loves her like a sister, like like
Yeah.
that's her. And when you love someone like that and there's that trust, you trust them completely. So I could see why Abby is okay with all the stuff that Lana is doing because to her it's like she's comfortable enough around her, like she loves her, but not in a romantic way. But
Yeah.
at least that's what I feel now. Or that's how that's my impression of the show so far.
No, yeah,
And then, but
definitely.
Lana obviously is head over heels to the point that she will do, and like she helps her try to get guys, and like she's trying to hook her up and everything.
Hmm.
And I love that because that she loves her that much.
No,
Like
yeah.
she loves her enough to be uncomfortable. But
I still say she
that
should kick out the roommate's boyfriend because, like, again, he's technically not supposed to live there. It's like, dude, get the
Oh,
fuck
that's what I
out.
was gonna say. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Like, why don't they just live together, like Abby and Lana?
That is true. Why don't they?
I don't know, but I
Well,
mean, I
maybe it's
guess,
like Abby needs her space, maybe.
maybe. I mean, I was gonna say, I guess to make it more interesting, because I mean, it is funner this way.
True.
But I mean, maybe as the season progresses, we will see them
They'll
moving
grow
in
closer
together.
together.
Yeah,
I would
because
like that because those two would be funny as roommates.
yeah,
I love their relationship. It's so funny.
I still find it funny how like when she's about to like press a button to like be let into the to Lana's apartment, she's like, "Oh no, grab the stick." She's like, "What?" She's like, "Grab the stick." Like, okay, and it fucking shocked
Oh
the stick, and
yeah.
it's like, holy shit! Like, how the fuck does any like, how's that okay?
All right, you guys. So, I mean, like I said, I think it's really great. The show really, I don't know if now I'm curious, like, are there other shows like this
Hmm.
out there that, have tried to break the mold and have broken some of the, stuff that you're used to? Because this is definitely not. your typical sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine like there are some, but again, like I think it's unfortunate like it doesn't even last long because like the company is like, oh, it's not doing that well, or because they don't want to produce something like that anymore, so they like find a reason to like stop it. Which in that
Well,
to me, it's just like that's sad. Like, why not let it thrive? Because like there have been so many shows that honestly everyone's like they should have ended in this season or in this season, but they kept freaking going because to them it's like, oh, it's fun. We like making it.
if anybody has any recommendations for a show for us to, to get to watch and our opinion on it, because I would really love to see what other shows are out there. Because, like I said, this Broad City was definitely not what I expected, and I was
Mm-hmm.
pleasantly surprised. It is not for the weak of heart. You have
Yeah.
to have there's a lot, dark humor in there, but it's not your typical, buddy show.
It
Yeah.
really isn't.
And I love that. I love that about this. I think that's what attracted me to this show, Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself, because I feel like that one for me was totally different. Like it broke the mold, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree.
So if anyone has any suggestions of shows like that, because like I said, this show was on, almost 5 years ago. Like it was off the air almost 5 years ago,
Hmm.
and I didn't even know it existed. So I'm sure there has to be some others out there, but it's kind of sad that we didn't.
I'm pretty sure we can find others out there, but again, just because it's so different from what we're used to, from what is out of the, I'm doing air quotes, but like the norm, I think shows like this get pushed to the side because they
Yeah,
don't think that there's an audience for it. But because their target audience are who? They're normally male.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They're for men. It that's literally what we were talking about last time when we were watching Kings of Queens and Everybody Loves Raymond.
mhm.
I feel like this is a show that's aimed towards women. I think
No,
that's
yeah.
why we enjoyed it more.
All right. So, any final thoughts, you guys? Final thoughts or anything that we haven't covered? Is it a favorite episode or your least favorite episode?
I would say my least favorite was honestly the end of when Ilana was trying to return that remote. And when she goes visit the guy, and he's like, well, what do you think happens to that remote? She's like, I don't know, but wherever it is, I hope it's happy. And it shows that creepy
Oh my
image in the basement.
God.
That was just like,
That's
I feel
right.
like that's also like slightly a little too real for me because that was that tree with all her panties and the remote and all the pictures around. It's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Because
So
again,
you
like,
didn't like that part?
I didn't like that because I think that felt a little too real to me. Because again, that has happened to women before in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, still now probably. Like, it's unfortunately creepy. And the fact that, oh my god, like, it's, no, he creeped the fuck out of me. I'm glad she
And just
dodged a bullet.
yeah, but we definitely need to watch it because now you're right. I hadn't thought about that. Completely forgot about that. But yeah, it's sad. Like, I mean, what's gonna happen? That's so freaking dangerous. Like now, my mama side is coming out, and it's like, oh my God, the girls are in danger. We must warn
Yeah.
them.
I think mine was the whole episode where there's a hurricane hitting them.
Oh God, yes.
There was
Oh.
just so much going on in that episode, but one thing that I kept catching was that there's like a lot of incest jokes, and I
Yeah.
was say, ugh, gross. I hate those type of jokes, man. But then there was the shit issue,
Oh
and apparently
God.
we later find out that it's like not just like her issue, but another issue, and I just no, it was a lot. It was a lot, and I did not like it.
No, yeah, but also like to find out in the end that it really wasn't her. Like her friend did go
Yes.
beyond and beyond, above and beyond to
Uh,
throw that away, and to find out like, it really was that guy who did that to his own sister's shoe.
Yeah.
That was just nasty.
yeah, I was actually gonna say that my least favorite one was like the beginning when they go and they're cleaning the places naked. But now that you said about that one, you're right. I think that one would be my least favorite.
Yeah.
Just because it was, oh God, that one pushed the envelope of like, it's because body stuff, man, like that, and like to that degree,
Yeah.
no. It was so uncomfortable, the whole show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be my least favorite episode, for sure.
Hmm.
But my close second is that other one, because again, it's so
Yeah.
uncomfortable watching these girls, cleaning this apartment, and then the guy, the baby one. Ugh.
Also, the fact that he was getting
Yes.
turned on a little of them trashing his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, what about your favorite episode, or you know?
Actually, the last episode is my favorite.
Oh my God, get out of my head.
Just because it's like
Yeah.
it escalates
Okay.
so slowly, but like quick at the same time, and like you're right, like you just see it, like how much these two girls love each other. Like it might not be the
Mhm.
same love, but it like they'll go above and beyond for each other in the stupidest of ways, and like even the ending of it was so fucking awkward. But then someone's dying right next to them in the hospital.
Yeah.
They're pronounced as dead. And then they just continue on with their little, I don't even know what the hell their name
Conversation.
was.
Oh,
Yeah,
their
but
bucket list.
oh yeah, they talk about their bucket list.
Oh my God.
Like, I can see that happening, like.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
yeah.
I remember my favorite episode. It's when the girl, Abby tries to go out to get her own weed, and Ilana is trying to do her taxes. Like that to me is like I understand both of these struggles enough. And how in the end she's like, I'm sending it to my parents because I can't figure it out.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh god, yeah, that one was funny as hell.
And then it's got weed. The guy that she was buying it from, that was weird too. Like what? Five blunts.
No, yeah, I
And
agree.
beyond.
No, yeah, I would give it 5.
Same here. Definitely watch high because it makes it 10 times more funnier.
I
Oh
think it
my
would.
God, yes.
I would
No,
say I
it
think it
would.
would.
Trust
It
me.
would be
Trust us,
probably
it
a lot more
would.
funny.
Even just thinking about it right now, I'm high and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, you guys, so I don't know. Don't really have much to say other than watch it. If you guys, it's a bit raunchy,
It
it's
is.
edgy, but if you like that kind of dark humor, then this is definitely the show for you to watch. Right now, it's currently on Hulu with subscription, Paramount Plus with subscription, YouTube, I think. So yeah, Broad City. All right, ladies, thank you so much. I'm Mita,
I'm Musica.
And I'm Noodles.
and we're bluntly talking. Bye.
Bye.
See you laters. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and follow us on our other social media.